What's going on, guys? Welcome back to TriFecta Airsoft. Chris here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hudson H9 gas blowback pistol. This is by EMG. Show you what comes in the box here. So in the box, you just have your gun, your magazine, and you have a little parts bag. Comes with a little Allen key there and extended slide releases in case you want to replace the regular ones. This does come in tan and black only. Give you a nice view of that gun here. Definitely an interesting looking firearm. One of the only ones that looks like this on the market at the moment. Comes with a 25 round green gas magazine. I do believe these only come in green gas. I haven't been able to find any CO2s, and they are proprietary, so you do have to buy the Hudson H9 magazines. That's what it looks like with the magazine in, just a very small base plate on there. And you do have all your Hudson manufacturing logos all over this thing, on both sides there. You have your 9x19 marking on the barrel there, on the chamber. So this gun is basically a combination of a 1911 and a striker-fired pistol. So this portion here in front of the trigger is what actually contains your spring assembly. So instead of putting it underneath the barrel and above the trigger, it's in front of the trigger, keeping the bore axis of the gun lower. And on the real firearm, the main point of that was to keep the bore axis lower in your hand to give you a better recoil control and follow-up shots. So it works a little bit on the airsoft version, but obviously you don't have full recoil of a real gun. So your trigger is a standard 1911 style straight pull trigger with this interesting trigger safety on here that's hinged at the bottom of the trigger, and you push it down and it kind of just rotates on the bottom axis there. Real interesting. Haven't seen a trigger safety like that, but it's pretty cool. This does have an adjustable hop up, and you take it down, this little pin right here and this thing on the side. So you pull your slide all the way back, just like a normal takedown of like a striker fired pistol. You're going to push this pin and it's only going to barely come out on this side. Let me show you from the other side. You push it, this thing, and then you flip it downwards. If I can get it here. You flip this downwards just like that, and then you pull the whole top off. And your spring is contained inside the bottom of the gun there, so it doesn't come off on the top. So you don't have springs flying everywhere like the annoying 1911s. Pull your pin out. A little wheel right there. That's your hop up adjustment. Adjust your hop up however you want it. You gun back together, you just slide the slide back on just like you took it off. Push it all the way back. You're just going to rotate this piece back up into place and then push it through and you're good to go. You do have standard tactical iron sights on here with a orange fiber optic in the front. And this thing is supposed to be shooting between 315 and 330 FPS. So we're going to put it on the chrono, we're going to see what it's shooting with that green gas. So I talked about this parts bag earlier. You do have an ambidextrous slide release on both sides here. And it can be swapped out for this one, which is just a little bit extended so your thumb can catch it easier. So you can swap that out if you want. So this is a full aluminum gun. The lower receiver and the upper receiver is fully aluminum, CNC aluminum. And your grips are plastic and they are textured slightly. It's not the best texturing, but it is there. So it's decent. On the front there and on the back. All right, guys, we got our .2s in here. All right, guys, so this thing was definitely shooting under the FPS that it was saying. It was shooting like just under 300 FPS, down in like the 260s after a few shots. It's not horrible. I mean, especially for a pistol, you're using it for close range anyway. The accuracy was okay. Again, it was like 30 feet, and it is a pistol, so it serves its purpose. I did get the magazine to run all 25 rounds on that green gas, even though it is kind of cold out here, so that's pretty good. Overall, it's a nice looking gun. Some people say it's ugly. I think it's cool looking. You know, it's definitely something different than what's on the market. So I think it's really cool, it's unique, and appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.